Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox. Welcome to another live stream on the channel. As you can see, we're playing Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 today. I had meant to play this on Wednesday night, and then I didn't end up streaming, so I thought it would be kind of nice to squeeze in another night this week with another stream. I don't often do Saturday night streams, but this seemed like the perfect opportunity, particularly since Quartz was kind enough to point me to the fact that the Plymouth DLC had actually come out this week, and I totally missed the update. So I quickly rushed out and we got that. So we're going to play around with the Plymouth today and see what we can find. Now, I didn't have an opportunity to go out to the junkyard the way I normally do ahead of a stream to try to find something to work on. So I thought we'd start off today's stream just by heading out to the junkyard together. We can poke around, and with any luck, we'll have some luck finding a Plymouth out there that we can work on. I mean, with any luck. I'm hoping it won't take multiple trips to the junkyard. I've had some pretty good luck finding what I'm looking for lately. Hopefully we can carry on that streak. But as you can see, they've also added in a new speed track here. So there's another option there. We can go to take our cars out racing. Now, I'm really curious to see what that's like. I think it's supposed to be kind of like drag racing. So something I've kind of been looking for, actually, in the game. Because it seems like with the other tracks, the racetrack is too windy. So you can never really stay on it because the cars are just too greasy. They slide all over the place. And then the airport track, there really wasn't anything to do aside from just drive around the airport. So I'm kind of curious to see how it goes. Will it actually time it? And we can see, if we tune a car, do we get faster results on that track, or what the deal might be? So we'll see how it goes anyway. But welcome everyone who's here ahead of time. Those of you who joined in and are live in the chat, and anyone who might be watching the video after the fact, welcome as well. Hopefully we'll have a fun build tonight. I do enjoy playing this game, as I've said before, because it's kind of a chill session. It's a nice opportunity to sort of just sit down and play. I don't think it's really hectic. I'm not trying to keep a colony alive or trying to avoid getting overrun by billions of zombies or any other such thing. So it kind of gives me a chance to sort of follow along the chat a little bit too. I am going to do some more mods. Yeah, I need to kind of poke around and find some other ones I want to work on. I'd like to. This is not what we're looking for. I'd like to... Oh, look at that. I still have... speaking of mods, this is a mod car. We built one of those last time. 29. Let me see. We might have to make a couple trips out here to try and find what we're looking for. And this would be a good one for the cheapest car running challenge. What am I fixing up now? We're going to fix up something that's a Plymouth, but I haven't actually found one yet. So, this might actually take a couple trips out to the junkyard to try to snag one. I was going to try and get one before the stream started the way I usually do. However, no such luck. I'm still waiting for someone to turn this thing into something we can bring back to the shop and work on, but no such luck yet. All right, that was a bum trip to the junkyard. This might take a couple times coming back here to try and do a Plymouth. Do a 57 Plymouth and make it like pristine. Well, they have limited options, right? So there's they added two new Plymouth cars to the game. One's a 70 and one's a 71. So we can't really do a 57 unless somebody does a mod of it or something. Yeah, VG Fanatic. The Car Mechanic Simulator is pretty much always kind of a mellow stream. It's nice to kind of hang out and chat with people, sort of work on some cars. There's nothing at all frantic about this type of stream. Never seen this game. Well, you're in luck then. I have fixed the Jeep. I actually have another one in the garage. So I've gotten two of the Willys. So I've gotten the Willys Civilian, the Willys Military. I did the rebuild for the military, but I haven't done the civilian one yet. And actually, I haven't found any of the other Jeeps. So the Jeep DLC, I think, has something like 3 or 4 different... I don't think this is not a Plymouth. Oh, it is. Plymouth Roadrunner, 426 Hemi. Nice. Ooh, sweet. All right, $9,059. It's in pretty rough shape, naturally, because it's in the junkyard. We're going to buy this. We'll send that right to the garage. For some reason, I didn't think that was going to be the Plymouth. What do I know? Goes to show what I know. Another Dodge over here. Little Charger. We've done a couple of the Chargers. This one's actually probably the best condition of the ones that I've found so far. I'm just gonna look around and see if so we got the Hemi. Now there's actually supposed to be another one here somewhere. We'll see. You got to teach kids karate. That's pretty cool. I like karate. Martial arts in general. What car are we rebuilding? Well, it looks like we're gonna do the Hemi Cuda, I think it was. Or was that, no, it was the I don't know. We'll go back and check. My memory stinks so bad. It's funny, it says that we're leaving items to buy, but I just bought a car. I mean, how does that work? Am I gonna put power upgrades on the Plymouth? Probably. It might actually be interesting to see how much of an upgrade it really is. I'm curious whether it has a timer on the track. So the new track that they added, the speed track. Oh, 71 Hemi Cuda, thanks. Oh, they do have, yeah. So which one did we grab? This is not the, where are we here? Oh, this is the Roadrunner. Okay, so we got the Roadrunner. The other one's the Barracuda. 426 Hemi. I didn't realize that this one had a Hemi in it also. That's cool. All right, so nice beat-up car. I like when they start out this way. Look at that. We got one fender that still has paint on it. The rest of the car is just a big heap. It won't start, so we won't even bother trying. Let's just get this thing on the lift, get it all ripped apart, and we can start to do some work on it. Congrats, no major technical difficulties. Yeah, it's a plus. So I figured out what the issue was, actually, which may not necessarily mean a lot to you, but when you're scheduling the streams, there's a button you can click that says start the stream immediately when the feed ingestion comes in, and I was using that for restream, because otherwise I'd have to manually go and click a second button in YouTube for it to start. Well, as it turns out, when you're feeding directly to YouTube, you don't have to do that. And so I haven't been streaming to restream the past couple times, and that was messing it up. So lesson learned. Oh wow, this one doesn't even have the pistons in it. I don't think I've seen a car come to the junkyard that doesn't have pistons in it. Weird. Front bench, base interior. Can you fix up buses in the game? I wish you could. That would be fun. I'm just gonna grab a couple things out of the engine compartment here before we rip this all apart. Radiator, there we go. I think that's all we need out of here until we get everything ripped apart there. Might as well take all the body components off before we get into the underside of the car. Get this thing stripped down bare bones. Not even any headlights left on this thing. So much rust, I know. Well, the thing is, in this game, they portray pretty much any damage to the vehicle or any wear as rust. So, like, I mean, this was sitting in the junkyard, so I guess it's entirely possible for, you know, a 70s car sitting in the junkyard to have this much rust on it, but... Alright. Front bench, that's so cool. But this is the only car in the game I think I've seen that has a front bench in it. Funny how that works. Oh, didn't mean to sit in it, though. Let's get this out of here. Alright, that's it for the interior. There's nothing else in here. Whoop. Always do that. No, that's not what I wanted. I'll go back to normal mode. There we are. Literally pulling the car to the junkyard. That's right, yeah. You're my favorite YouTuber overall because you do something that actually interests me a lot. Well, thanks, Jason Drummond. I appreciate that. I find this game really interesting, but as you'll notice, I am not like a super car enthusiast. I enjoy cars, but I am not one of those super knowledgeable people. Oh, these are even different rims. I don't think I've seen those rims before. So I do like cars, but I'm not super knowledgeable. There's lots of other people that tend to watch the stream or watch the videos and stuff that know way more about cars than I do. So it's nice that they can drop a little knowledge in there. I know just enough about cars to hurt myself, pretty much. Where's this game from? Like in terms of like where's the company that makes it? Because I think they're in Europe, like Germany or something. The company that makes it is Red Dot Games, and it's distributed by Playway, and they tend to do a lot of these type of simulator games. And I think they're in Germany. What do you typically do off camera for games like Gold Rush? Well, off camera I'll do stuff like gathering up gold. Sometimes I'll do things like if I have to drive back and forth to town a couple times to pick up stuff or make deliveries and that kind of thing. I'll drive around and do that stuff because it's not terribly exciting to watch me drive back and forth to town. So I'll try to cover that kind of stuff off camera, if you will, or off recording anyway, and that way you don't have to sit through that while I'm driving that horrible truck around, because the control in that truck is brutal. It's awful. I spin out at least 2 or 3 times every trip to town because it gets into these side slides like really easy. If you have a trailer on it, jackknifes and it's crazy. It's ugly. Hi, the Dank Lord. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, Jack. Durgan. Fox knows how to put oil in cars. That's about right? Well, yeah, I can put oil in the cars when you guys get around to telling me about it later. Now, I've done a little bit of work on cars before. It's been a long time, but I've done your standard oil changes and plug changes and all that kind of stuff. I've done brakes. I've done tie rods. Diagnostics are not my forte. I'm somewhere below an amateur when it comes to cars. If you still have time after building this, you gotta try the Cuda too. Well, we gotta find one first. I think we got pretty lucky that we found the Roadrunner on the second trip out to the junkyard, because it could take... You know what? This is really loud. Is that... Is the music really loud in the game, or is it... No, it was the part coming off. All right. Sorry, I was watching the this little sound bars go on the game audio, and it seemed like it was a little noisy. I'm gonna turn this down just a tiny bit. I don't want to deafen you guys. There we go. Tiny bit anyway. Hi, Get the Cat. Welcome, welcome. When I was younger, I used to rebuild motors all the time, but I don't do it anymore. Yeah. My uncle... was into classic and antique cars, and he would do like total rebuilds. He'd go out, find like the rusted heap that was left sitting in some farmer's field, and 90% of the car is just toast. Oftentimes there's stuff missing. He'd have to like search through the grass and stuff around the wreck to try to find parts he could bring back that he might be able to salvage. And then he would do a total rebuild. So he had like a Model A and a Model T and a few other things. So he helped me once or twice doing a little work together on the car. I did like a semester of auto shop in high school, but I am not I'm not super knowledgeable when it comes to cars. All right, man, this thing's going apart easy. Oh, hold on, there we go. Good thing you lower the volume. Did the volume go down or no? Is it still really loud? Good now, okay. Sorry, I have it. It's always a little bit tricky. Different games have different volumes in them, and I try to set somewhere around halfway and then tweak it from there. Where can we get the game from? This is available on Steam, so I think it's it might even be on sale right now. Actually, it's around 20 bucks. It cost me something like $20 Canadian to get it, I think. Now, that's just for the core game, though. So there are, like, 4 DLC packs. So the Dodge DLC, the Plymouth, the Mazda, and the Jeep. So to get those particular cars, you have to have the DLC for it. However, it's not really a necessity. I just like it. So I like the extra cars and stuff. But there's a ton of stuff you can do that's just even in the Steam Workshop now. If you want to just do, like, modded cars and things. It's good. It used to be louder in the previous video. Oh, okay. Could have turned it down in previous videos too if I'd known it was so loud. I'll turn it down again too when we actually go to the track, because when the car's running, it's super loud. It's deafening. They should do multiplayer. That would be cool. It would be cool if you could actually race and stuff. So, like the cars, when you fix them all up, my one beef, I guess, with the game, and I actually really like the game, but my one beef with it is just that you do all the rebuilds and stuff, and it's cool to have them in your garage. But it'd be nice to do something interesting with them, like actually race them. Or crash them and have to repair them again. You know, something like that. Something that adds like another dimension to the game beyond the work in the shop. Although this is obviously the core of what they were focused on, but... Except the new Plymouth Roadrunner, they're on sale, I think. Oh, I don't know. I'm currently playing my game, so I'm not really paying attention to that. Oh, well, thanks, Kit. That's alright. Like I said, this is a mellow game anyway. It's not like things get too heated in here. The one game where I think I find the chat gets a little rowdy is more like Fortnite. You get a lot of random people that will pop in and have interesting things to say, or ask 100 times in a row if they could play, that kind of thing. It's actually perfectly fitting into the background now. Nice. All right, we've got pretty much everything smoothed out here. Has anyone heard of Rain World? Yeah, I have Rain World. I did a few videos on it. I never finished the game, though. Fox could keep himself busy forever if he had to fix each... Oh, so, you know, yeah, you're right. I probably could. But there is a game I should check out. It's called Wreckfest, I think. It's definitely a game that Caitlin couldn't watch. But it's a Smash Up Derby game that looks pretty cool. They just did a big update for it. I should probably pick it up. Forgot to remove the windshield. No, thanks. Let's grab that. Did I get the rear window, or was there one? No, there's not one in it. Okay, we're good. All right. We'll rip the engine out of this, and then we'll pretty much have it all stripped down. Gets pretty easy over time. We're gonna send this over too. Should probably charge my battery while I'm here. And we'll get the interior cleaning kit too. You gotta finish the game. They updated it. Oh, really? Oh, should check that out, I guess. I don't know. I kind of got distracted by other games, and then I never got around to finishing it. Oh, hold on. Why is this not working? Interior detailing 2 kit. What's going on? Why is this not working? Let me detail my car. There we go. Definitely not a Caitlin game, no. With all that smashing and crashing. But I guess you can, like, you can soup up the cars and stuff. It seems kind of cool. There are 3 mode now, and a sandbox where you can drown scavengers. Oh, really? That's weird. Just over here confused because I heard your name. You have no idea what to talk. Oh, I was talking about a game that I was thinking I want to pick up called Wreckfest. It's a smash-up derby game where the whole objective is to crash into other cars and try to destroy them. Put a V8 in it. You can't really swap the engines around in this game, unfortunately. It's kind of one of the gaps in the game. Oh, I forgot to call the engine out. So you can only really put in the engine that it calls for. So if we go into the engine compartment, well, at least that's what I found anyway. I guess maybe because I was just trying to put a block in. It wasn't the whole engine. I don't know. I'll have to see. Well, kind of like BeamNG Drive, except BeamNG Drive is really just like you just drive around and the car gets demolished by some cool physics crashes. But Wreckfest is actually like a smash-up derby, so you're intentionally crashing the cars. It would be really cool if you could race the cars and crash them, I agree. I think that would add like just the right next touch onto the game. I think the only thing in this is a crankshaft, so we'll get this out of here. We'll see if we can repair the block. That's it. Easiest engine strip down ever. 2 parts. The block and the crankshaft. 426 Hemi was one of the best V8 of the 60s and 70s, so you got a legend already. Yeah, the Hemi's pretty cool. Power. All right, this is where we click a lot. Still, again, something that's missing here I feel like is like the fix all button. You can swap engines, but you have to do it in the game editor. Oh, I see. Oh, then you're effectively modding the car, right? Recommend watching a show called Street Outlaws. How did the Airbillions go yesterday? It went pretty bad at the start. I think we ended up playing the game 3 times in the course of a stream, and I actually streamed really long last night. It was like 3.5 hours. We played the game like 3 times. The first one went really bad. The second one went worse. And then the third one, we got a really good spawn area, or starting area, and it's actually going really well. I'm going to do another video on that soon. And then get that posted up on the channel. But yeah, it was pretty good. I had a lot of fun with it. That game's awesome. Well, awesome for me. I don't know how excited everyone else is about it, but I liked it. I think you missed it, but I said I really loved the game you played yesterday. Oh, you did? Oh, great. Yeah, so I'm really curious to see how much other people enjoy it, because I think that game's great. I'm really liking it. Okay, so we've got no pistons for this. We've got to do a lot of shopping. I wonder if they added much more to the performance parts with this update. Let's take a peek. Ooh, what is this? Fresh import parts. Community Cars Body Shop. Oh. Cool. Neat. Okay, so I saw something in the patch notes about there being a new body shop, and I was thinking for some reason it was a new part in the garage where you had to go to fix your parts. But what they did instead was they set up a body shop that are specifically for the mods that you have. So if you need to get pieces for a modded car, you go here instead of the other body shop. That's cool. Neat. Oh, thanks, Steven. I'm glad you liked it. Like I said, I really enjoy that game. I'm not good at it yet, but it was fun to play. We'll get there. It's one of those games I really need to run through it a couple times. All right, I probably should pay attention to what parts I need in this, actually. I can get... Okay, it's the overhead valve I'm going to need for this one. V8 filter. All right. Good. Yeah, pumpkin-colored engine, yeah. You don't really have a choice to, like, recolor the engines that I'm aware of. Let's grab an alternator over in here. We're going to need pretty much everything for this car because it's pretty much toast. Grab a camshaft over in here. I didn't notice what kind of carb this has. It's probably a, I don't know, is it a 4-barrel? V8 overhead valve F. Don't even know. Whatever. Get the clutch parts in here. Let's see, engine head. We're gonna need V8 overhead valve. 2 of these, I guess. Hopefully that's the right one. If not, we just spent some extra money. But that's okay, because this money's all fake anyway. I probably will need 2 of these exhaust manifolds. We'll grab those. Not pumpkin Hemi orange yet. Well, it is kind of, I don't know. It's kind of pumpkin-y. What did the Plymouth DLC add? It added 2 new cars. So the Barracuda and the, is it the Roadrunner? Man, my brain's not working. Barracuda and the Roadrunner. We're working on the Roadrunner now. And then it also added the racetrack, the Hemi engine, and then just some fixes and stuff for the most part. Let's get a performance flywheel while we're in here. Fuel filter, fuel pump, we'll need those. Ignition coil B we'll need, let's snag that. We'll get a distributor. Distributor cap, rotor, and then we'll get the wires, which will be probably just the V8 wires, I would think. Take manifolds. Oh, here's the pistons we need. Uh-oh. This is the V8 overhead valve C, I think, right? Yeah. Exhaust. Yeah, we'll grab some exhaust stuff, too. They'll need Hemi engine heads. Did it have separate ones for that? I don't know. I should probably check. Maybe I just wasted some money. Go me. It's okay, though. I'm good at wasting money in this game. I do it a lot. As we'll get spark plugs over here. Fewer parts I have to come back for will save us time when we're shopping in the long run. I don't know about the throttles and stuff. We'll see. Thanks, Evan Murphy. I'm glad you liked the channel. I enjoy it too. Ooh, yours is buffering. If you're finding that your stream is buffering, you might want to reduce your feed a little bit. Set the quality down just a little bit lower. I'm streaming at 1080p 60. And if you're getting buffering, then it might just be the throughput. Okay, we are going to need some piston rings. Thanks, Sebastian. I'm glad you like the channel. 8 of these. Oops. All right. Let's see what we're gonna. Oh, you know what? I forgot to get. I'm gonna need rod caps and stuff and bearings, crankshaft bearings. Duh. The oil. What about the oil? This is a telespensive car. I don't know what that is. Cryptic. Oh, you're just reminding me for the oil later. We're not at the point we put the oil in, so when we get closer to the point where we can put the oil in, then remind me to put the oil in. Yeah, we're gonna need belts and everything too, but I just want to double check what parts we're gonna need actually. Oh right, rod caps I need. No. There we go. We'll need bearings. We'll probably need push rods and stuff. But we'll see. I'm gonna grab 3 of these. Whatever. Might as well grab wheel hub bearings while we're in here too, because I'm gonna need those. Okay. Let's see. But thinking, I recall the pistons on that engine are also different from normal. They are, yeah. These are the overhead valve C's. They've got like a beveled edge or a chiseled edge to them, and it uses different piston rings too because of it. Would I take this car in real life? Oh no, I'd never take this car in real life. Of course I would. You kidding? I drive a Hyundai. I have a family car with like two child, well, a child seat and a booster seat in the back. So yeah, I would take this. Midlife crisis, here I come. Although I don't know if that qualifies. Maybe I have to actually get like an old Corvette or something for it to qualify as a midlife crisis car. Am I playing Car Simulator? Well, thanks. I'm hyped that you're hyped about me playing Car Simulator. You know, this game's actually surprised me a lot. It was something that I decided on a whim to play because I was like, oh, that actually looks kind of cool. And I'd seen some other ones previously, just a little bit. I hadn't really followed them too much. I was like, oh, that game looks kind of neat. I wouldn't mind trying that out. I'm going to try that for the channel. I don't know how many people are really going to be into it, but this is something that I might kind of like. And it's been surprisingly popular, I'm not going to lie. My #1 viewed video now is actually a Car Simulator video, so I'm surprised by that. Pleasantly surprised. Gives me an excuse to play it more. Car Simulator needs 100% more Subaru. I'm actually curious to see how much other licensed vehicles I'll end up getting. How did I end up with extra rod caps? I don't even know. Oh, I forgot to get the oil pan. Oil pan. Where are we? Overhead valve. C, there we go. Just look for the orange parts. A Miata, Mazda Miata. What's my favorite supercar? I have no idea. Like I said, I'm not a supercar junkie, so I don't have a ton of favorites. I appreciate cars, I'm just not super knowledgeable about them. Oil filter V8. Should probably just go oil altogether. What's the new in the Plymouth DLC? So they added 2 cars. They added the 71 Barracuda, the 1970... brain not working. Roadrunner. Sorry. And they added a new racetrack, as well as a couple little tweaks. So they made some game performance improvements and stuff. Nothing I've really noticed intensely in terms of like the performance yet. What else did they add? Did I forget to put a crankshaft? No, I put the crankshaft in. Of course I did. Oh, it is different head. You're right, it was the Hemis. I didn't notice that they had those in the performance parts. I'm going to have to go to the regular shop. Should play Ark with Kanzi because of the new update. Well, yeah, I mean, I toyed with the idea of playing Ark again, but I don't know how we do what we are. When we first played the game, it was a ton of fun because everything was brand new. We had some good laughs and stuff building up, but performance of that game has been kind of iffy, which gets to be frustrating. Actually, I can't get the heads in here. I have to get them from the other shop, I guess. So, I don't know. Like I said, I toyed around with playing with it, but it's had a lot of problems since they launched the new map and stuff, and I imagine those are going to take a while to resolve. We'll see. I might poke my head back in there, but I'm not rushing to do it. Alright, here's the... Alright, we need an A and a B here. There we go. So I wasted a little money on the other parts, but that's okay. Am I going to do another car? I don't know. It depends how long it takes us to do this one. I generally stream for about 2 hours. So I think that's probably what we'll do again tonight. Last night was a bit of an exception. We streamed exceptionally long. But normally I'm like a 2-hour stream kind of thing. So if we get through all the way through this car and we get it out to the track and test it out, then we might do another car. Depending on how much time we have, I might just take a couple different cars out to the track and try them out. Some of the stuff we've already rebuilt, maybe. Get the Dodge Charger out there would be fun. So much fun with the new update. Yeah, I mean, it looks like they've added lots of cool new stuff, but I feel like every time I played that game, I feel like I'm just repeating the same stuff all over again, which is really funny to say when I'm sitting here rebuilding a car for the 50th time. I don't know. Maybe I will check it out. Funny, funny, funny. Why isn't why Kazi's not here? He's actually away this weekend. He's every winter he does like this trip. I guess I should get my Manifold. Can I get that? I don't think they have any of these things in performance parts. Every winter he goes out on like a camping trip kind of thing, and I think they rented a cottage or something this time around, so they're off doing that. It's not my thing. I mean, I used to do the whole roughing it stuff, but now I'm really much more about. I'd rather like camp at the Ritz-Carlton. Not that I can afford the Ritz-Carlton, but my tastes have kind of changed a little bit. All right, we need an intake manifold. This one here. Probably gonna need head covers. We'll probably get those. Overhead valve D's. Is there H's here somewhere? There's special Hemi covers here or no? I guess not. Maybe they just use the classic ones. I should probably wait and find out. It's probably going to be these ones here, the D's. A and B. Whatever, I'll buy them now. It's the right color. Watching getting over a video, and I have to say it was refreshing to hear you lose it since you're so common controlled. Oh man, let me tell you, that game is like specifically designed to like drive nails through your head. It's just, it's killing me. And it's sickeningly fun in some way. I don't know why. There's just something about something that's supposed to be so difficult that you just want to beat it. That did I put the right part in there? I think I might have not put a performance one in. I didn't. There we go. Yeah, but man, that's a rough game. The number of times that I've failed on that just blows my mind. Now, here, look at this. I'm even going to remember to put the clips on this time. First time. First time ever, I think I've remembered to get the clips right away for the distributor. I'll get those taken care of. Everything on phone says you're doing a stream, I instantly get on the watch. Oh, cool. Yeah, if you like to follow along with all the videos and streams, and you want to be like right on top of new videos that come out, or you want to make sure you got notifications for the streams, it's pretty important to click that little bell next to the subscribe button. I don't know why they have it as a separate thing. You would think that just by subscribing, it would kind of tell people you want to get notified of streams, but they don't really treat it that way. You gotta get that little bell click. All right, I'm gonna need some push rods. These ones. I need 16 of these. Can you put drag slicks on the back of the Roadrunner? Yeah, we can put whatever we want on here. The one thing where this game is really flexible in terms of what you can put on it is the tires, which is kind of cool. Not a lot of flexibility any other places on this game, but you can be really flexible with the tires and your paint color, pretty much. And then, of course, if people are doing mods and stuff, you can get all kinds of cool things too. But in terms of like the core game itself, that's pretty much it for the flexibility. Nope, just a push rod. Nice. I don't have to do separate rocker arms on this. Yes. I find those things so tedious. What am I gonna do when I hit 30K subscribers? I have no idea, to be honest. I didn't really think that far ahead. It's actually. It doesn't seem that long ago that we were celebrating hitting 20,000, and now we're almost at 30,000. With little luck, I mean, we might get pretty close to 30,000 by the end of the year, which just kind of blows my mind a little bit. When I started this year, I think I was at maybe 3,000, something like that, 2,000 or 3,000. I was like, man, it'd be really cool if I could get to 20 by the end of the year, but I have no idea how I'm going to do it. And now here we are, 27,000 rocker arms. Let's get those. 2 of these. Watch your channel for about 2 months. Keep up the amazing restorations. Also, can you maybe make the General Lee? Well, thanks very much. I'm glad you enjoy the channel. We actually did make the General Lee. If you check the playlist, I put the link for the playlist in... you know what? I bought the wrong engine head covers. I knew I shouldn't have bought those yet. If you check the playlist, there's a link to it in the description of this stream. You should see the General Lee in the playlist there. That was fun. We actually did the Charger twice, because I did it as a normal one, just that I painted black, and then we did one up like the General Lee, too. Can somebody take care of that adult stating for blah, blah, blah in the chat? That would be great, thanks. Do you hate putting on every single rocker arm? Yeah, it's kind of tedious, actually. I'm not going to lie. So, it just said engine head cover A and B. Super plain. Weird. All right, whatever. We'll get that. All right, I'll take care of it. Block. Think we're modless. Okay, that's good to know. Caitlin wasn't here. But I think she's kind of in the middle of doing something else at the same time, so as long as I know that, then I can take care of it. No worries. Someone see tonight's stream? Did he made it at least one time? I'm confused. Yeah, use that CrypticFox to get my attention, yeah, because it highlights it in orange, so it really jumps out. I tried. Oh, of course I didn't get the right spark plug wires either because they don't have performance wires. It's funny they don't have any performance parts for this car. Wires. Overhead valve H. So, I mean, some of the basic generic parts you can use, the performance ones, but they don't have, like, performance spark plugs. Carburetor A. They probably won't have a performance carburetor, so I might as well just get it in here. I think we both banned that. I would send you money, but what do money look like? Did I play There Are Billions? Yeah, I streamed it last night, actually. That was fun. We ended up playing 3 games last night. Wait a minute, did I just buy the right carburetor? I don't even know. Ooh, I did, yeah. Look at that, random chance. Got lucky. Yeah, we did play They Are Billions last night. We streamed for like 3.5 hours. Ended up playing the game 3 times. How did I not buy 2? Oh, that's carburetor B. Oh, man. I just bought 2 of the same carburetor. I need 2 different ones. Because I am so smart. SMRT. There it is. Yeah, so we, the first game didn't go very well. We lasted, I don't know, 20 days, something like that. And then something just randomly happened, and away we died. The second one was even worse. Our starting placement had no natural barriers around us. There were zombies all around, and one wandered in eventually and just took me out. The third game, we actually got a really good placement, and then that one went so much better. No, come on. So that's the game that's still going, and I'm gonna keep playing that one. Air filter cover Hemi Cuda. That's funny. They have their own separate one. I think this is the base I need. Is it? Got distracted talking, and now I get. Yeah, that's the base. What's my favorite car? I don't really know. I mean, so in terms of like a classic car, I like the 1950s Corvette for reasons unknown. I think it was just because maybe I had a model of it when I was a kid or something. In terms of like a more modern car, I like the higher end cars, so like an Audi or a BMW or something like that. And then I mean, muscle cars are cool. I don't know that I have a specific preference because I'm just not a supercar guy, but for whatever reason, I like the 1950s Corvette. If I could own one of those and have it in the garage, from what I understand, they are horrible driving cars. Just awful. But for whatever reason, I want one. I don't know why. I think it's just something to do with the body styling and the fact like I said, I had one when I was a kid as a model. I think we can get a performance air filter, so I'm not going to grab that. We're going to need the air filter cover, though. Unless there's a separate... I don't think they have a separate... Oh, maybe they do. Air filter V8 overhead... No, they do have a different one. Okay, so I can't get a performance filter for it. Hemi Cuda has a hood shaker. Can we vote on what cars to take to the drag strip? Yeah, I don't see why not. I'm going to take this one after we finish it, obviously, and then we'll see what we have in the garage we can take out there, too. Yeah, the third map last night was really good. That one turned out good. And we survived that last wave, and then I played for like 2 minutes afterwards, after I ended the stream, just to kind of clean stuff up again, and I got notification of another wave. So I think I'm going to have a little trouble with that next one. We'll see how it goes. But you'll see that when I do the next recording. It occurs to me, I was thinking about all the stuff I want to play and all the stuff I am playing and what I need to play. It occurred to me I have an awful lot on the go right now. Did I get the right... No, I did not get the right exhaust. No good. Exhaust. Exhaust manifolds. We need V8, overhead valve, H. 2 of these. I wasted a bunch of money on performance parts I don't need. It's a good thing this isn't real cash. I might be upset otherwise. They should do a drift DLC? I don't know. I just think it would be nice to have, like I said, have more racing opportunities with the car. Like, better options to drive them around. Even if it was like a street racing kind of thing, that'd be cool. Like playing against other players, or like racing and being able to crash the car, or like a variety of things that I think would be interesting. I got a camshaft, but I got a performance one, so of course it's not one I could use. Overhead valve C. I'll see if there's a performance one for that. I don't know if there is. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see whether I survive that next wave in the Air Billions. Maybe because the game for PlayStation 1... Oh, Gran Turismo. Oh, I used to play that ages ago. How long did it take you to get where you can work on your own cars? That's a good question. I think it was a couple weeks, but I wasn't playing the game like hardcore every day, so... I wonder if I should buy this pump. I wonder if it has a separate pump for this car. Yeah, I think it was a couple weeks. And you could start a little bit earlier, but you had to build up enough cash and stuff. And then it was really just a question of... sorry, I'm kind of looking for the camshaft I need, but I don't have the one I need here I need. It was a question of having enough money to be able to buy a car, and then if you can't repair the parts because you're not high enough level yet, then you end up having to spend a lot of money buying the parts. So you could technically do it earlier, but I think it took me a couple weeks. I've been going through a lot recently, and it means to me if you paint it, you can paint it red. Well, I like red. I'm sure we can do red. And I totally forgot what I was looking for again because my brain is pretty much useless. You heard it here first, folks. For the Drift DLC, they need to rework the entire physics engine. Yeah, so they apparently did do some physics work on the game in this patch. I don't know exactly what they tweaked just yet, but I'm curious, very curious. What's the new shop? The new shop is parts for modded cars. So this one down here, there's this one down here. They're fresh import goods. This is all parts related to mods that I have installed. So rather than having them mixed into the normal body shop, they're in there. This game's only on computer at the moment. It's supposed to come out on console. All the art and stuff for the game. Again, I'm going in and out of the shop. I apologize. I keep doing this over and over, but I keep forgetting what I'm looking for. All the art for the game and all the branding and stuff as you load it up shows that they're going to be going to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, but they just don't have it yet. Timing chain F. Timing chain. This one here. Really sad. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Evan Murphy. I hope things look up for you. Life can certainly be a challenge. V8 overhead valve, C timing cover. I have a fox brain, great long-term memory, but a squirrel-like short-term. See, yeah, that's the problem. So, and if it doesn't hang around on my short-term memory long enough, it never makes it to my long-term memory. I remember really well a lot of stuff I did ages ago, and then I don't remember what I had for breakfast. I'm getting old. Older than dirt. Well, I'm glad I didn't buy water pumps and stuff. All right. Crankshaft pulley and water pump. C stands for Chrysler. Oh, really? All right. So V8 overhead valve Chrysler? All right. I'd buy that for $1. I feel like there was something else I was going to grab too. But again, short-term memory brain. Crankshaft pulley, that's what it was. What model is it? This is the Roadrunner. Roadrunner. Crankshaft pulley. There we go. I think Dodge and Plymouth are Chrysler products. Yeah, it could be. The whole auto industry is so weird. Like all the multi-layered brands within brands, it just blows my mind sometimes. Oh, I should have grabbed a water pump pulley. I knew I was going to need it. You're my favorite YouTuber. I love old cars and you restore them. Well, thanks, JT Motors. I don't know a ton about old cars, but I can sure try to. All right, hold on. I'm going to take care of somebody again. Block. And report. Perfect. Sorry about that. Had to take care of a spammer again. Yeah, they are Chrysler products. Okay. That makes sense, I guess. Dodge is the same as Plymouth, yeah. Well, I mean, particularly there was like the certain eras where the cars for all the different product lines were so close to each other. Whoops. It's pretty much like everything. Every time you bought something, you just slap a different brand name on it, practically. That's what I was looking for. Water. Water pump pulley. What's in your garage that's running that would be good for the drag strip? Well, we'll have to go out and take a look. Well, I mean, the Dodge Charger, the Dodge Challenger, both of those would be good. Gosh, what else do I have out there? I'm going to have to go look. I can't even remember now. I've done so many. I've got a couple Corvettes out there. The Shelby Cobra's out there. That was an interesting one to crash at the racetrack. I need Arm A and an Arm B. What's my favorite kind of pizza? I don't know, actually. All I ever eat is the stuff the kids want now. I got all kinds of weird stuff on pizza, though. I'm not gonna lie. I constantly, when I have my choice, I just like change the toppings on the pizza all the time. Like I almost never get the same thing. You're awesome. Did you miss any? What did you miss? Well, thanks, Matthew. Well, you did miss a little bit, so not a ton though. We went up to the junkyard, and we found a Roadrunner out there. We hauled it back to the shop, ripped it all apart. We got the engine on the stand here. We're actually almost finished putting it together. Oh, of course it's a different alternator. Of course it is. Inline 6B, V8 overhead, and power steering is different too. I don't think I have performance parts for either of those. Let's check. Let's check. No, there's only one alternator in here, and the other one's power steering pump, right? Nope. Figures. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Hi, Deadly Diesel Torque. Thanks for the like. Dodge, Plymouth, Chrysler, Jeep, and Fiat are all the same company. Yeah, there's been a lot of amalgamation, and they bought they bought a more of a luxury brand too. I thought. No, whoop, wrong shop. Wrong shop. Totally forgot what I was going for. Oh yeah, alternator. And power steering. Power. I think it was the F I needed, right? If not, I just spent some extra money again. You should make Dom's charger next. Dom's charger. What's Dom's charger? Braino is no works. Do I have any barns? Yeah, I have a couple that we haven't hit up, actually. They've got this thing now where you get like these random little maps now that will unlock other barns too. Because it used to be you get a barn each time you leveled. Serpentine belts. And then now they've got like these little map things that go into the game instead. So when you're kind of at that level where you're not really going up anymore, you still have a chance to unlock some more barns. Serpentine belt A, we need overhead valve C. Same thing with B. Hey Foxman, can you do more O2 not included? Yeah, I do it every week actually. I've kind of been I'm trying to be a little careful of not like overkilling that game because I enjoy it so much. If I play it like every day of the week or something, I'm a little bit worried about it kind of getting boring for me and then people not wanting to watch also. So I stream it like every week on Tuesday nights, and then when new stuff comes out that looks really interesting, sometimes I'll jump in, I'll play it some extra, and then I do like a few like tutorials and stuff on it too. But I'm kind of conscious of not really overdoing it that game. Was it just a B I needed or the overhead valve one? Just a B. Just a radiator fan B. Stick that on there. Can I do Subnautica? I should get back to that game. I picked up the Xbox One X when it came out, and I've kind of been curious about whether the performance for Subnautica on the Xbox is better on the Xbox One X. But I just haven't taken the time to check yet because I've been so busy doing other games. All right, our engine is all done. Next show, but I gotta go get up early. Well, thanks, Scott Williams. Have a good night. Thanks for coming up to the stream. Only tutorials are great. Thanks. I'm glad you like them. Those are fun to make too, actually. Why can't I pick the stand? Give me this. There we go. Let's get this back in the car. Give this thing some power. All right, this can go away now. We don't need it. Thank you very much. Man, that already looks awesome in there. There's just a couple of performance parts on it to add a little like splash of color. But most of the performance parts I couldn't use, unfortunately. Well, 5 minutes ago, you were on your brother's channel called Double G Art Guy, and he hates anyone who likes cars. Oh. Wah, wah. Can you do super hot VR? I don't have VR, so I can't do that, unfortunately, no. Okay, so I'm going to grab the battery. We'll plug that in. I think we're going to have to buy a brake servo and stuff, but we'll see what parts I actually managed to fix for this. Take our battery. Oops. Fast and the Furious first. There we go. Let's see if we got a brake servo fixed up. I don't think we did, but we actually... I think I had an extra one in my inventory. Radiator C. Fix that. Had an extra one, too. Okay, so the engine compartment's all topped off. I don't think there's anything else we need in here. Yeah, that's all good. Whoops. Too many times. Are you and Cassie going to live stream the final level of... Yeah, I don't know if we're going to live stream it or record it. I haven't decided yet. Can I fire it up in here and purr? I can try, but there's an engine here with nothing else, and it doesn't give you the option to start it with like a fuel tank and stuff. Actually, I wonder how little I can have in this car and start it. That's an interesting idea. So I'm definitely going to need a fuel tank, which I'm going to have to buy because it's never fixable. Let's see. Grab the fuel tank. I'm curious to see whether I can start this with nothing but like a fuel tank. I'll have to put the gearbox in because I'll need a starter, of course. Zoom in here. Grab this. Might as well use the performance fuel pump I bought. Okay, so that gives our fuel tank. We'll need to get up here and get our gearbox in place. That is not the flywheel I intended to use. I don't think. Oh, it was. All right. Let's show what I know. How many hours do I have on Oni? That's actually a really good question. I don't even know. Hold on. Look at, you can see how many windows I have open. Craziness, right? Oxygen not included. Where are we? My brain is not working. There it is. 277 hours according to this. Don't know how accurate it is, but it says 277 there. So fair number. Burnt out after 361 hours. Oh yeah, I haven't got up to where you are yet. But again, to a degree, I'm kind of pacing myself a little bit. I don't want to burn out on it. I like that game too much. And it's not even done yet. There's so much they have left to do, apparently. Not that they're being really specific about it, but there's basically... Oh, I forgot to get the clutch release bearing. Say it runs on hope. Clutch release bearing, there we go. If we get the gearbox on this and then slap in a starter, I'm actually curious to see whether it will start with just like really minimal parts. I mean, you don't need suspension and stuff to run it, I wouldn't think. I don't think I have any starters, I don't. All those windows, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, I have the game open and then Steam has to be open in order to run the game. Then I have my streaming software, I have YouTube, I have chat windows and super chat window, and then a window that does I need for, oh, I forgot the wrong starter. And then I need a window for the chat overlay that does like pop-ups for when people subscribe or if there's a super chat or a channel sponsor, that kind of stuff. Do I ever do giveaways? No, it's not really something I've done. There's kind of a lot of hassle involved with giveaways on YouTube, and I just haven't wanted to navigate those waters yet. They have some legal specifications you have to follow in order to do giveaways. And so far, that's not really something I wanted to tackle. And I also just don't have a lot to give away. People are saying oil. All right, we'll put oil in. We can start it without oil, though. Where's the oil cap on this thing? Oh, there it is. We'll put in the oil, but you can start it without the oil. It doesn't damage the car. There we go. Sorry. There we go. Have we learned anything about cars after all this? I guess. I mean, a little bit more familiarity with where the different parts of the engine and stuff are, but most of this I already kind of knew. Like, this isn't really high-end, like, super knowledgeable kind of stuff. You know what? I can't start the car because I can't put a seat in it, and I can't get in to start it. Hold on. Let's put in a bench seat here. Our front bench is toast, but it's enough that I can sit on it, and we might even be able to start the car. Let's see this. See whether it'll work or not. All right, we're in. It runs. I don't know. We're not gonna go very far. There's no suspension, no wheels, no anything, but it runs. All right, we're done. The car runs. Everything's finished. Have a good night, everyone. Do I have multiple desktops to run chats and stuff? No, I just have 2 monitors, and then I extend the desktop display across. I might put all the old parts back on. Sorry, Dale. It took a little while. I'm not doing all that again. We've learned cars don't run without oil. Lies. Lies. It will run without oil. It will. It just won't run long. Has this whole seizing up thing that people don't like for some reason. But it'll run. Can I put huge slick tires on the back? We'll see. I think we might be able to. All right, let's get the front suspension all put together here. See how much of this I actually have. Rubber bushings. Ooh, I gotta buy a whole bunch of those. Oh, you know what? I forgot to sell my junk again. I constantly forget to sell the junk. Constantly. So I don't think of it between videos. I get a whole bunch of these. And we'll get a bunch of these too. Yeah, it has a nice rumble to it, huh? Extra rumble because there's no muffler or anything. No exhaust system. Shake the whole building apart. Get all our 4 bushings in here. That'll be good. So I think the next thing I'm going to do after this build on a different stream is somebody suggested trying to do like a cheapest car build where you try to build like spend the least amount of money possible to put together a running vehicle. And I think that would be kind of fun to do. So we'll go to the junkyard and we'll put some rules around it. We'll be like, can't make return trips to the junkyard to find a cheaper car. So we'll try to find the cheapest car in the junkyard to buy. And then we'll scrounge for parts and stuff in the junkyard. Actually, I'm probably gonna need 2 of these. Scrounge for parts in the junkyard, and then try to fix up what we can and get like the cheapest amount we can. We'll try to see what dollar amount we can get to for like the cheapest amount. I think we'll do that next time. Add a little twist on the gameplay a little bit. I can't remember. Was it Ryan that suggested that? I think it might have been. It sounds like a good idea, so I think I'd like to do that. I was actually gonna do that tonight, but then with the Plymouth DLC out, I thought it would be better idea to tackle this first. Maybe do the cheapest running thing another time. All right, we're gonna need brake discs. So we need tire rod ends. We need pads. 2 of those brake shoes. 2 of those. 2 ventilated brake discs. Got brake drums for the rear. I think that'll do for now. Hopefully the calipers we were able to repair. Why don't you reach out to other YouTubers? I'm not sure I understand what you mean by reach out. I mean, I connect and talk with other YouTubers and stuff, but if you mean like for like the purposes of collaboration and stuff, that's a little bit of a different story. Like I've had conversations with Gray Still Plays and that Dakota guy. I've had like really brief chats with like Dragast on Reddit, but not in the context of like having a personal conversation, more like a Q&A kind of thing. But I don't know. I don't really I don't know that I have a lot to offer like a random channel to reach out to them, so that's not something I do. I feel like that would be a nuisance. Steering rack. It's funny, I have like 96% chance to fix stuff, and I still end up buying a ton of parts. Was it front sway bar B? I think it was. Add oil. We already added oil, man. Sorry. We put the oil in already before we started it up, actually. To do collaborations, yeah. So when it comes down to collaborations, so my take on it for myself is that I generally do collaborations with people I already know in some way, because you want to know what their personality is like and what they're going to be like on video. Kazi's a really good personal friend of mine, so it was just a natural fit for me to do collaborations and stuff with him, and his channel's been growing great, which is awesome. But for other YouTubers, like, you have to have like some way of already interacting with them so that you can develop a rapport, and then there also has to be like a mutual benefit there. Like, I can't reach out to somebody who has like 500,000 subscribers and be like, hey, do a collaboration with me, like out of the blue, because they're gonna say no. There's just no incentive there. So if I get to the point where I can network a little bit more with people, then there might be opportunities for some different collaborations and stuff. But so far, not really a big opportunity there for me just yet, and not something I've put a lot of time into pursuing. Drinking and smoking and watching CrypticFox is a great night. Well, I'm glad I could add to your evening, Greg. I don't think I've ever been in that particular lineup before, but thanks. Tie rod. I think we had this knuckle. Yeah, we do. Another tie rod end. We have upper and lowers here, I think. Oh, no, I don't. Drat. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, Greg. Yeah. Do you do collabs with random people? What do you do with me? No. As I was saying, I'm very much the same way. Like, I don't do random collaborations with people I don't know either because I don't know what they're like. I don't know if it's a good fit. I mean, I'm always looking to make sure that I've got the right brand with my channel because, yeah, I'm trying to follow like a particular theme and stuff, and it's a big thing for me. It's taken me a lot to build it to this point, so no, I'm actually really selective about who I work with, and I would expect the same of any other YouTuber I might reach out to. You found my channel through Greystone Plays? That's so random. How did that happen? Did I come up as like a recommended video or something on it? That's funny. Front axle knuckle cover. I like Gray. He's got some good stuff, and he's actually been, he's really been super, super open and helpful and stuff with people too. He's like a, I don't know. He just seems like a really good guy. I don't know him personally or anything, but. All right. We got, did I remember to buy 2 of the hubcaps? Ooh, I did. Look at that. Go my brain. Chat likes the color blue. Yeah, I'm kind of popping into doing some modding myself at the moment. Beer. Oh, I had a beer earlier, and I put a big mug in the freezer. So I went out, for my anniversary, I know this isn't super romantic, but for my anniversary, I went out to Medieval Times because my wife and I, for years and years, have often said that it was something we wanted to do, but just never took the time to do it. So we finally decided, it was our 3rd anniversary, and we decided, you know what, let's go out to Medieval Times. So I bought this big mug full of beer while I was there and brought it home, and it's huge. Fits a tall boy can and then has like space for another half of one. So I stuck that in the freezer today and had a nice big cold one. It was great. Cryptic, I just want to let you know that I'm your biggest fan. I've seen every CMS 2018 video you've done, and you got me into the game. You're absolutely amazing. Well, thanks, my info. I appreciate that. And I'm glad you're enjoying the game, too. It's always nice when I can find games that other people like. Yeah, a lot of people found the channel through the Oxygen Unincluded tutorials. I was watching Gray's vid on car mechanics sim, and yours popped up my recommended. Oh, cool. I've watched ever since. Sweet. Recommended videos, the #1 way to be discovered. Okay, we have the front end all done now, aside from these double wishbone shock absorbers. Let's go to the back end of the car and see how much of this we can put back on here. Didn't. Figures that didn't get fixed. Leaf. Grab this. Hopefully we have leaf plates and the U brackets and stuff. Oh, right. Driveshaft. Did I fix that? Of course I didn't. 96% fixed, and it's still stuff doesn't get fixed. It's a shame. But some of the parts are just too smalled out. It's funny, like, I go through and I'll fix like a ton of parts, and it makes a different sound when it breaks something. And it's funny how often I still hear that sound. Oh yeah, I like coffee too. I have 2 different coffee makers in my house. If someone needed help setting up their PC computer, you just said they will pay and they live in a different country, will you help them? I don't know enough about computers to help you set up, I'm afraid. So, I'd like to say yes, because I'd like to be helpful, but I am not a supercomputer genius. I'm not really a genius at anything, to be honest with you. Found Cryptic through CMS 18. Yeah, there's actually, well, like I said, it's really funny how big CMS 18 has become on the channel. My #1 video is now the one where I found the Dodge Charger in the junkyard. It's like 250,000 views or something. Biggest video I have. Knuckle. We need the rear axle knuckle. How's it? Is it? I think it's a B. Yeah. Need 2 of these. Oh, you chatted with me on Hello AC stream. Yeah, I used to pop in there every now and then, and I still do when I'm working from home sometimes, that I can kind of catch it. But she seems like good people. Again, I don't know her any more than I know Gray, but I think for the cheapest car that you couldn't spend more than 10,000. I don't know, because by the time you buy something from the junkyard, you're spending almost 10,000. So maybe if we were talking like just the extra parts, probably. I think we could do that. But when it comes down like buying the actual car itself, that's going to cost almost 10,000. So we'll see. Welcome back, Durgan. How's things been for the past half hour? Not bad. Been modding myself. Go back and kill more of Kazi's dino pets. Man, I think he's still hanging on to that dino. Maybe that's why he's not playing with anybody. He's like, that's it? You killed my dinosaur? I'm not going back. Forget it. Poor Kazi's. What did he call that dinosaur again? Was it Alex? Was that the name of the dinosaur? I don't remember now. Better put the bushings in before I forget, because I'm really good at forgetting these things. Not sure if your PC could run it. Yeah, this game is oddly, it's oddly like performance heavy on the computer. I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's just poorly optimized or what the case might be, but out of 27K subs, you only have about 100 watching. The ratio's confusing. Yeah, well, I think part of it might be the time of day that I stream. So I stream at 10 o'clock at night, which is really inconvenient for some people. So for those people who are in the UK, it's the middle of the night for them. For a lot of people in North America, it's not really an ideal time either. It just happens to be when I'm free to stream. So yeah, it's also a function of the game too, right? So certain games have certain audiences and stuff. Oxygen Not Included, for example, a very different audience than what this game is for the most part. Rear shock absorbers B. That would help if I could spell. That's the new kind of shock. It's very high tech. I'm distracted, okay? Not addicted to this game. Don't want to stop playing. Alright, whatever. It's fine. It's all good. Oh yeah, I've wasted a little bit of money. Not so much money, only a little money. But again, it's fake money. If it was real money, I'd be paying a lot more attention to what I was spending. 10,000 is only for the extra parts, not the price of the car. Just this. All right, I mean, we could try to do that. I mean, in the end, I think it's like one of those things where you just kind of fix it as best you can, and then see what the cost was by the at the end of things. Because there's some parts you just can't repair, so there's going to be a cost associated. And I don't know what those all add up to. I think I need U-bolts. I do. Got 2 of these. Is this the only car we're doing today? It sort of depends how long this takes. I've got it down now, so normally a car, like top to bottom, takes me about an hour. It's a little less when I'm, or a little more rather, maybe when I'm chatting, because I might be, I forget which part I'm looking for, and I get distracted really easily. Front exhausts, overhead valve C. I need 2 of those. I need 2 middle mufflers and 2 V8 rears. Let's see. We need 2 of these. 2 middle mufflers. We need front exhaust. Front exhaust pipe V8 overhead valve C. 2 of these. I think that should do us for the exhaust system. The stream's great for me. It's usually 7 o'clock to 11 o'clock in California. Oh, that's good timing. Yeah, so it works well for you, but like East Coast people, for example, particularly since maybe I don't know, maybe it's because I have more of like a family-friendly audience. To a certain degree, I have a bit of a younger audience because of that. There we go. So I don't know, that might be a factor. I used to get a lot of people on the stream from Australia, which is funny, just because of the timing. Just using this as background noise as I play Ark. That's also very common too. I get used as background noise a lot. Check out Scrap Mechanic. I have Scrap Mechanic actually. I haven't played it in probably, I want to say 8 or 9 months, something like that. I should probably check it out. Get the middle mufflers and real mufflers from the performance shop. Oh yeah, good idea. Exhausts. Yeah, we can't get the front exhaust section, unfortunately, but we can get the 2 middle mufflers and the 2 rears. That was a good thought. And it would help if I was actually on the right thing. There we go. So again, wasting some cash. All right, performance pieces. I'll put these in here. It's nice it's defaulting to the performance pieces now. So it used to not do that. And then I would accidentally put on the wrong piece and have to take it off, and then put the other one back on again, which probably earned me extra experience points, but nerf non-perf. Run the car without mufflers, it would be dank. It doesn't, I don't think it actually changes the sound though. I tried that out before. It just it keeps like the same engine sound, and it's super loud whether the muffler's on or not. There's only one Medieval Times in Canada. We have one in Dallas, Texas. Never been though. I don't know how many there are in Canada. The one I went to is in Toronto, but I didn't look to see if they had other locations. Is any part of a car wear down after you drive them? No. Nope. This car doesn't have, or this game doesn't have any vehicle wear. No damage whatsoever, aside from what the cars come into the shop with. Okay. Let's get some wheels on this thing. I forget what I had actually on this already. Nope, that's not what I want. What have we got? Oh, you know what? Actually, the easiest way to tell what I have is just to go and take them apart, I guess. Okay, so we had rim Roadrunners. Well, that should make it easy to find. Oh, I gotta get a pen so I can jot down the sizes in these. So we're gonna try and put big tires on the back, I guess. Some slicks, maybe. Don't forget the parts of the front suspension wishbone thingy. Yeah, we have to do the shocks up there, yeah. We're gonna Scion FRS and the Scrap Mechanic. Oh, really? That's kind of cool. The cars in the game you could restore Charger Daytona. That's the one with the fin on the back, right? I think I already did one of those. Oh, is it just Toronto and Canada? Oh, funny. Okay, so these are 215 70 R15s. All four are the same size, but maybe we'll put some slicks on the back. Hi, Taylor Hudson. We've done most of the car at this point, actually. We're pretty much just down to, I need to put shocks in the front, tires on the car, and fix the body and the interior, and it's ready to go. We already hauled out the engine. We did all of that. We took apart all the suspension, and that's all been rebuilt. Exhaust system, everything's all rebuilt. Can you put skinny tires in the front car like drag racing? It's so hard to control these cars when they have skinny wheels. Like, it's really bad. You step on the gas. There's no, like, there's no halfway when you step on the gas. It's all on or all off. And it, so I'm going to go with the normal tires in the front for now. Whoops. Just because it's, I want to be able to actually steer it a little bit. Bigger ones in the back, as long as the left tire is the same as the right, it's fine. Yeah, I'm going to try and put some big fat tires on there. Yeah, the fake Daytona, yeah. I've done a bunch of cars, but I mean, I haven't done all of them, obviously, but we've done quite a few now. Well, I mean, if you want to get a sense of what's in the garage, for example, Sakura Moon we haven't done, Chieftain Bandit's not done, Bolt Atlanta not done, Bolt Relay, I can't remember, DC Typhoon, we finished that one, Challenger's done, Challenger, I have two Challengers? One of these is not done. Bolt Hellcat, I don't think we did that yet. Jeep Willys Military I did. The Hot Wheels Bone Shaker is done. The Smith 1500 is done. The Alenti Calliope is done. Bolt Reptilia is done. We did the RX-7, but not the RX-3 yet. Salem Spectre Fastback, we finished that one. Porsche Carrera's done. Tempest Magnum, that was the Daytona, I think, right? If I remember correctly. It's a little hard sometimes because the names don't really match, but we have a bunch of them done. We'll go walk through the garage afterwards and pick some stuff to go out to the track with. But let's see if we can fix some rims here. Fix like 3 of them, I think. You can put 21 rims on this, or if you want to. Yeah, I'm gonna put some big fat wheels on the back of this thing. You didn't do a Charger Daytona. Daytona's a Dodge Charger with a nose cone and a 2-foot tall wing on the back. Yeah, that's the Tempest Magnum in this game. I don't know if it has the nose cone on it, to be honest with you, but if it's, let's go take a peek. So the Tempest Magnum, I think, was this one here, so we'll go to the parking garage. Can't wait to do a long, smoky burnout. It's funny, like, most of the time when I do a burnout, the car goes in circles because the front wheels just can't handle it. One of the chargers is the General E, yeah. You totally don't have 3 tabs of the Stardew Valley wiki open. Caitlin's totally not into this game at all. Drag Car DLC? No, but they did put like a speed track in. So, where's the Tempest Magnum? There it is. There it is. we tried to pick like the ugliest colors we could find to put on this thing. So we made like the super ugly version, but that's the Daytona there. It doesn't have the Daytona name. It just this one's called like the Tempest Magnum in the game. But on this level we've got there's the General Lee. The color looks a little strange in here, but General Lee's all done. This is the Salem Fastback, which is basically the Mustang or whatever. We got this Corvette is oh no wait, this one's not finished. It just looks like it's not in that bad a condition. The Porsche over there we did that, of course. The Jeep we did, the military one. This Corvette we finished. The pickup truck here we finished. There's a few others on a different level of the garage too. Bone Shaker's good for burnouts. Yeah, except again with those skinny wheels in the front, it's really hard to control it. Really tough. It also has Plymouth Superbird parts on the body too. Yeah, I don't know. Beats me. Like I said, I'm no super genius car guy. I know just enough to hurt myself. All right, what kind of tires did I have on the front of this thing? I'm gonna put the same tires on the front, but we'll put some big fat slicks on the back. Obviously, it wasn't the off-road tires. That was either from the Jeep. Vintage race tire B, I guess, is probably what they were. Vintage race B. I'm just gonna buy 2 of those because we'll try and put some bigger tires on the back end. All right, tires. Vintage race tires B. This one here. 2 of these. We're gonna need 215 70 R15s. 15-inch wheels. Ugh. These are already huge. 70 profile. These are pretty big. Well, actually, that's just really thick, I guess. But the width is 215, so I guess we can go for wider tires from the back end. It should increase the traction a little bit. Yeah, the Magnum has, I don't know, it's a weird setup. Favorite muscle cars, the Daytona. That's cool. They have a Ford Gran Torino car from the Starsky and Hutch. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think they do. I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm not necessarily the smartest person when it comes to cars all the time. While that's happening, I probably should do this double wishbone suspension at the front. Get in here, very slowly. Come on. Double wishbone shock absorber fronts. So we need 2 of these. We need 2 springs. And we'll need those shock caps. Twin Mill has 2 engines, however, only takes power from one, so when you take it to the garage, the other one's fixed already. Oh, really? Oh, I guess there's certain limitations with the mods, right? You should run the most aftermarket engine. You can see how it does. Yeah, I mean, I have some other cars that have put some of those, like, performance parts in, but let's get these balanced. Okay, well that's working on that. We'll get over here and put their shocks together. Hey Cryptic, can you find a mod for a 50s model Ford Fairlane? I don't know, I'll have to take a look. So they actually have the Steam Workshop on this now. It makes it relatively easy to find mods. You just pop in, they're all in one place. You just click like subscribe on the mod, and it just automatically puts it in the game, which is really cool. Makes it super easy. You just have to like download and like stick stuff in certain files to make it work. And I mean, we can check and see if there's one. Didn't y'all love in your 4th because relatives can't afford a hotel and your room's the nicest because you actually clean it? Oh, that's where you went wrong. You cleaned it. All right, well, that's balancing. We'll get our shocks on the front of here. Man, I got a lot of junk parts I gotta get rid of. Like I say that every time I play this game. And I never remember to do it. Brain like a squirrel. Ooh, squirrel. You should run your favorite car in your garage or parking. Yeah, I'll take a look. We'll see what we have that I want to run. Yeah, I don't sell my junk. I never sell my junk. How to move? Oh, really? I mean, do you honestly think for a second that when you spam random chats about how to remove acrylic nails into this game, into somebody playing a video game, that anyone's going to go and pay attention to your stuff? I mean, come on. Go gadget bots. They're so lame. Like, honestly, go find a beauty channel or something. One tire. Two tires. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of spam tonight. I don't know what the deal is. We normally don't. It's the same one over and over again, though. They just keep tweaking something so they can keep coming back in. It's really kind of irritating. I reported it, too. It's so... I don't know why people do that. Like, they can't honestly think they're benefiting from that. Like... Everybody sees it and goes, oh, come on, get out of here. The street's a great place to sell your junk. Yeah. That's right, my nails have to match the car. I never thought of that. Oh, now what am I going to do? I'm going to be stuck. I'm going to have a car that doesn't match my nails. I'll have to make do, I guess. All right, what should we get wheel-wise on this thing? Slicks. Let's put slicks on this puppy. What width do we want to go? Let's go nice and wide. 300s. 315s. Profile 20 size. We'll do 15-inch. Oh, come on. This way I can use the existing rims. As weird as that is. Profile 20. Two of these. 15s. No, actually we need profile 70. Weirdest slicks ever. Let's see if it'll let me even do this. That's right. Wrong colored nails. Just they mess up my whole vibe. It's hard to be a hipster when you have the wrong nails. Let me tell you. Okay, apparently I can do it. Look how fat that is. This is going to be awesome. Changing the last two letters of the name. Yeah, it's just dumb. Like, honestly, come on. I really wonder whether they get any benefit out of that at all. I can't help but wonder. Okay, I think I didn't get all four of the rims. I'm gonna have to buy one. And I honestly don't even remember what rim it was. This could make it this kind of hard. Oh wait, they were actually Roadrunner rims, I think, right? Yeah, rim Roadrunner. That makes it easy. Size, these are 15-inch ones. Perfect. Okay. Slap that back together. Our big fatty tires. Look at those puppies. Look at those puppies. They're huge. It looks like, you know, it almost looks like somebody's like leather cushion kind of thing. Like someone decided to make a leather like end table or something. I don't know. Rim Roadrunners. There we go. It'd be slick looking, yeah. They work better if they get really hot in the burnout. Well, in real life they do. I'm curious whether they have that kind of physics in here. You know what an FRS is? No, I have no idea. Yeah, they're a little pricey. I wonder what these are going to look like when we put it on. This should be good. One more. Well, that one's bouncing. I'll stick this one on. These should stick out like really bad. It's actually it's like stuck into the wheel well. Unfortunately, with this game, it's I guess I should have used skinnier ones. I just wanted big fat tires on it. With this game, it doesn't actually impair the performance at all. It'll still run. It's just so funny. No, they're not going to grip the tires in the road in Canada. Not at all. They're in a big ice rink. Funny. This is a summer car. This is, when we go to... Oops. I'm like view analog. When we go to California, we'll just peel down the roads in these. Like, that's... They shouldn't be able to drive, but... Just being a game, it's still going to ultimately work. Wheel wells are just a suggestion. That's right. Who cares if we get that extra friction on there? It won't hurt anything. Right? Sweet. Okay, let's see what we're actually able to fix on the body on this. Fender, good. Hood. No, we did not fix the hood. Bumper? Nope. Fender? Nope. Man, we didn't fix a whole lot. No parts to work with. Alright, I think we're already just about tapped out of stuff that I might have been able to fix. Okay, we managed to fix a fender. And it's the wrong color. Alright. Only needs a little trimming. We'll just get in there with like with a saw. We'll just carve that wheel well out a little bit bigger. It'll be fine. You know, we wouldn't want to lower the suspension instead, but we'll just... The treads won't last long. Just peel the whole fender off the side of the car. It'll be great. No worries whatsoever. It'll be fine. But dualies on it? I don't think there's a choice for dualies, but that would be funny. Alright. Roadrunner. Oh, roads. Okay, I guess I should probably put more of a word in there. There we go. Alright, we need front bumper, door, window, left fender, door, window, right fender we have, front window, windshield, more junk, mirrors and stuff, bumpers and things, more lights and stuff. Alright. We had to buy, like, most of that. Terrible. What treads? Ah, fair enough. Okay, well, the tire itself. It won't have treads, but... We'll just wear out the whole tire. It'll be good. Don't worry, it's fine. It is nice how quick this all goes together. If only it was possible to do this in a shop. Wouldn't that be amazing? No effort required. Still charge a ton for the services. Ooh, I think I might have missed the passenger side mirror. I'll have to check that. Should have some body tuning parts, didn't it? I don't think so. Maybe. Body tuning shop. Maybe. You know what? I've never once even gotten anything out of here. Nope. Nada. But they didn't really have performance parts for the engine and stuff in here either. Sorry, I don't do shoutouts, Theodore. Forgot the passenger side mirror. I thought I did. I got a thing for missing mirrors in this game. I did the same thing with the Dodge Charger, and I was like, man, why can't I get this thing up to 100%? Turns out it's because it was dumb. IR brains. Headlights. It's good. It's good. Close this up. Close that. No. Normal mode. There we go. Okay. What kind of condition we got? 100% and then 81% for global because we have not yet put on license plates and we haven't done the interior either. But we're going to send this off the lift so that we can do the interior. Shut off the Xbox because it got interesting. Hey, look at that. I got interesting. Yes. You're late, Loki. We totally rebuilt this gem. Look how sweet this thing looks. Kind of needs a paint job. Look at the tires on the back. Those look awesome. Gosh. Okay, we're gonna need interior stuff for this. I guess we'll need seats and things. Okay, rear bench, front bench, steering wheel. All right, should be relatively easy. Whoops. Can't be that many bench options. I wonder if they actually have Roadrunner as a seating choice in here if we go into the interiors. Oh god, again with that. Come on. I think that's the first time we've had a bot popping in like that. That's funny. Some people feel like this when they race people that think it's just a junker car. Yeah, this is true. Let's see, Roadrunner. Let's see if it has anything named in here. Does not. All right, front bench. Seriously? Uh-oh. Bench? All right. So we have to guess which bench it is. Oh, that's great. Let's look at the inventory and see what we have. I don't have a choice for interior, and I think body is just exterior pieces. Wouldn't paint it and make it the best sleeper car. We're not exactly racing against nobody for real, though. Yeah, it doesn't show interior pieces. All right, so let's put it in here. I'm trying to find the bench. Custom bench leather 2. Bench Magnum. Oh, type here. We can search. Yeah. Bench. Okay, what was it called? Oh, Roadrunner is separate words. Ah. Look at that. Roadrunner. There we go. $450. Oh, I need a steering wheel, too. And a rear bench, actually, now that I think of it. Bench. I guess... I wonder if I could just do 2 bench Roadrunners. Will let me put one both in the front and the back? Same seat? We shall find out. Steering wheel. Okay, what kind of steering wheel do you want on this thing? They don't have one that's specifically for the Roadrunner. Fat thumbs. I think it might be time to clean out my inventory. Yeah, I know, right? My inventory's so full. I just keep forgetting to do it. Because I don't want to do it on stream. Because it's just a whole lot of, like, ching, ching, ching noises. Car looks like a piece of garbage. Seriously, working on I can pull something out of your butt. Wow, thanks, Theodore. Steering wheel Chapman. I don't know what kind of steering wheel I want to put on this. Atlanta, no. You know what? Let's put a Charger steering wheel on it. Why not? Do the front line green with the back black. I wish you could do it that way. I think if you know, actually, no, the body's all one piece in this. You can't paint like different segments of the car, different things. Unfortunately, I think sometimes that would be fun if you could. Oh god, I can put the same bench in the front and back. All right, that works. Charger steering wheel. All right. I think she's done aside from a paint job. That is one ugly looking car right now. It really needs a good paint job. Question is, does it wheelie? How many times are you going to crash? Oh, man. Well, we'll probably crash a lot, but you won't really know because it doesn't do any actual damage. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Condition. 92% for global body. What am I missing out on? Oh, the plates. Right, the plates. And I still haven't downloaded the mod yet, which lets me get the Canadian plates. Sadly. So let's get some votes for what plates. What do you want to be? We have pretty much every country but Canada. And then all the individual states, of course. Can you paint it and take the front fenders and hood off the car, then paint it again and put the parts back? Yeah, you can. You can paint the parts individually. But the broader body piece itself is different. Paint it yellow, you can paint it. I told somebody already I would paint it red. The license plate called thick. All right, we'll put thick on there. Get the Canuck plates. I don't have the mod for it. I might have to shut down the game to actually install the mod. I really should get it. Red Dot City. Is that what we should do? I don't know. No, there's no Canada. You have to get a mod for it. It's funny. Colorado. All right, we'll go Colorado plates. Since somebody actually named a specific place. All right, 2 of these. We'll do custom plates. We're going to call them thick with 2 Ks. Okay. Oh yeah, paint parts. I'm not at that level. Yeah. Well, like you have to like take the part off and then go into the paint bay and individually paint them. I think that's what you can do with them. Okay, Colorado plates. Put them in here. There we go. Perfect. Show me 100. Yeah. 100% across the board. The value of the car is now $77,985. We bought it for under 10. So it's decent value anyway. Send this off to the paint bay. Come on. If I can actually click on the car. Show me the car. There we go. There. Send it off to the paint bay. We'll get all painted up. And then we'll take it to the dyno and see what it reads on there. You're not allowed to drive American cars in Canada. That's the rule. Tell that to all the people who buy their car and then drive it across the border. When we get to a drag strip, I want to challenge you just for cookie bars and biscuits. Well, there's no like peer, like you can't race against other people in this. I guess you could compare times, but I don't know what that would accomplish. All right, let's go saturation, hue. I'm gonna go with red, but I kind of want something that's like a darker kind of red. What kind of livery these have got? Roadrunner stripe. That's kind of cool. Paint car. Sweet. Alright, set this out by the door so we can actually get a look at what it really looks like. Because the lights in here, for some reason, make the paint job look really weird. What time is America? Because you have to really go to bed because you're in college. Depends where you are in America. We have 3 different time zones. Actually, 4 different. What am I thinking? Alright, that looks pretty sweet. One thing that always throws me off is that the lettering for the license plate is always that weird green. I don't know why that is. That looks pretty cool, though. I would take one of these at home. I would not complain at all. My wife probably would, but I wouldn't. See if there's an FRS mod sometime. Alright. Where does even live the one who requested red? I think that would be special. Can't paint it red but keep the hood flat black. Well, I think I'm going to go with the way it is right now. Yeah, the back tires, they do look better, sort of. I mean, you can tell they're blending into the fender. But let's take this thing up for a spin. I want to try out that new track and see what that's like. So the new speed track is up here. Let's take our Roadrunner out and see what that's all about. Meyer 1-2 says she can't complain. That's right. With the millions of dollars I have in the bank account, we'll just go and get a few extra cars. Oh my gosh. Do you know where the Night 1986 Chevy Celebrity is? Nope. Try to keep the language in the chat family friendly, please. Roadrunner slick looking. All right, so it is actually like a full-on drag track. That's sweet. Oh wow, that's a really great view of the car right there. Enjoy that, everyone. It's fabulous. This is cool. It is like an actual drag strip they made. And there's 2 lanes, despite the fact you can't have 2 cars in here. Although they do have speed timers. I never took this to the dyno either. I guess I should have done that too. Alright. Let's change the camera. We'll get this in interior drive. Oh, that sounds like power. Got me mid-rev. Let's go, buddy. Well, there's not really much here to do but hold down the forward button. Oh, we capped it out. Topped it at 290. Oh, no, it didn't. Yeah, 290 is where it stops. That was kind of anticlimactic, actually. I was really hoping this would be more like a race kind of thing, but it's really not, actually. You pretty much just push the forward button. Oh, look, it's not even calculating the last time on me. Turn to the garage. Told me I would have to buy and restore a 1969 Chevy Camaro SS because it's her dream car, but she doesn't want to drive it. Just drool over it. Get one that doesn't run then. Just have it sit in the driveway, like a pristine body, but no guts. Save yourself a lot of money. That'd be funny. Yeah, it would be nice if they did add multiplayer at one point, but I kind of suspect not. So that drag race thing there was just... I had literally nothing to do but to push the forward button, which is actually kind of disappointing. I'll probably take this out to the airstrip. But let's send this to the dyno, actually. We didn't do that yet either. See what it has to say over there. Why are the doors always open towards me? That makes no sense to me. Okay, Dino Test. For stream, love your videos. Well, thanks, Clown1332. Oh, wait, run Dino. Glad you enjoy the channel. It's my favorite little hobby, the only one I have, really. Look at those fat slicks going. Look at that spike. 584 horsepower, 4,825 RPM, gain loss. So we gained 37.48% from the little mods we did. And then, is it 907 Newton meters of torque? Or foot-pounds, or whatever. I guess it's Newton meters in this. 4,020 RPM. Pretty sweet. Look at that starting spike, though. That thing's huge. Boom! Massive. I can take this into the airport track, because all we got to do there was just, like, drive in a straight line. That's kind of disappointing. I mean, it was a drag strip, because I was kind of expecting that. But I thought I would have to try to control it to keep it on the track, but I literally just pushed forward. Didn't have to do anything at all. Alright, let's race this thing at the abandoned airport, maybe. Do all the cars sound the same? No, they have a little bit different sound to them. But, I mean, most of the muscle cars have that same kind of rumble to them. Next time, do the most powerful car. I think this one probably is the most powerful car I have. How can you show me a picture? Got this game because of you, man. Thanks for the great videos. Thanks, Joseph. I hope you've been enjoying it. I actually really enjoyed this game. I kind of picked it up on a lark. I wasn't sure it was going to be a thing I was going to get really into or anything, but I've actually had a lot of fun with it. Oh, those slicks have... Oh. I was going to say they have good traction, but... Oh, they've changed this up a bit, I think, too. Nope. A little more sway here. Those slicks get pretty good traction, actually. I think the drag lane will be Kate's favorite track, probably because it's just a straight line. There's no crashing involved. Oh! Right off the barrier. Nope, get it over, get it over. No, now we're sliding. Now it's going to be all out of control from here. Ah. How long of a burnout can you do? Good question. Hold on. I'm going to turn the volume down. This, like, it's super loud in here. Sorry. I'm just going to crank this down a little bit so that when I get it going, it's not going to deafen everybody. There we go. That might be too quiet now. How long of a burnout do you? Not very far, apparently. All right. Let's try that out. It's not very far. It catches traction really fast. There's basically no smoking at all. Crazy. Yeah, find a way to crash the track. I did. I found a way to crash on the original racetrack. That was a good one. Except the DC Typhoon flying over the Shelby Cobra, whatever you want to call it. Oh, let's try to hit the barrier wall a little bit. And boom! Ah, oh, there we go. That was a good crash. Oh, nice! Back on the wheels. That's right, I totally planned that. That was a good crash. It's a shame you can't really wreck the car, though. I mean, you can smoke the thing any way you want to. It takes no damage at all. Now, I'm just wait. I'll never be able to recreate that crash now. Yeah, I had to, Caitlin. Sorry, it's fun. Spin it all the way around. Oh, what a slide. There we go, a little bit of a burnout. Can't do a lot, though. I landed a 10 out of 10. Yep, totally planned to. Nailed it. Is the DLC worth it? For me it is. I mean, I don't know. The DLCs are like $5 each, so I guess it depends on what kind of value you're going to get out of the game for entertainment purposes. I mean, for me, I'm playing it on... on a stream, right? I'm playing it on the channel and stuff, so I get very different value out of the game, I think, than maybe what your average consumer does. I would say that for your average person, there's so much in the mod shop that you could do that, I don't know. The DLCs, I don't know if I would be as big on them. Oh, on two wheels! Oh, that would have been great to drive like that for a minute. And try that again. Sounds perfect for you. Might be too quiet for everybody else. Oh, yeah, maybe. It's like $5, yeah. If I figure, so I equate value in gaming to like what I would spend at the movies. There we go. Boom. Well, there she is, our completely rebuilt Plymouth Roadrunner. Ain't she pristine looking? Look at that, we can see the undercarriage now. Doesn't that look good? Looking fancy. Please try to find the Cuda. Yeah, we should try to find the Cuda. We have a little bit of time left. I'm going to go hunt around the junkyard to see if we can find one of those we can do. The favorite stream you've caught, and it's awesome. Well, thanks, Joseph Wilkinson. I appreciate that. When we did this with the Shelby Cobra, we actually managed to fly it out of the track when we were on the racetrack. I don't know if you've seen that stream, but at the end of that stream, we crashed the Shelby Cobra and flew it out of the track. And then we were driving around in the world, and there were like buildings and like these weird partial roads and stuff, and I managed to fall off the edge of the world with the car. It was great. Ah, sweet. Okay, let's get back to the garage with this, and then we'll head out to the junkyard and see if we can find the Barracuda. So that'd be sweet. What would I rate this car? In real world or in the game, I guess. I don't know. Probably in the game. I mean, this has got to be a good solid, I don't know, good solid 8 maybe. I would put this is pretty close to the Dodge Charger for me. It's a really nice car, and the engine power is crazy. Could you get a funny cop in this game that would be yeah, like get a cop chasing you around or something? Yeah. Engine sounds a little quiet. Yeah, sorry. It's a little hard for me to kind of guess a little bit. I sort of tweaked the engine, or sorry, I tried to tweak the game audio because the engine is so loud. I don't know what it's like for you guys when I turn it down because I'm not hearing what you're hearing. But for me, when I hear it, it's like super loud. All right, let's send this off to the parking garage so it's all finished. Another car done. We'll go to the junkyard and see if we can find ourselves a Barracuda. So we can work. We won't start on it tonight because there's just not enough time. But it's something we can work on next time, maybe. Although actually, next time maybe I'll do a video too. Instead of streaming the next one, maybe I'll just do a video of that. Because the next stream I want to do like the cheapest car challenge thing that someone mentioned. I think it was Ryan. To try and get like the cheapest car we can build out. Church in the morning. So I guess it's time to go. Have a good night, Joseph. Thanks very much. Oh yeah, there's barns we can check out too. You check those. But when you find a car in the barn, it's always more expensive than when you find it at the junkyard because they're usually in a little bit better shape. All right, nothing over here. I think this is this a Dodge here? It doesn't have the scoop on the front, so this isn't what we're looking for. Oh, that's the bolt cape. Duh. Where are we here? Show me the Barracuda. There it is. Or not. What is this? 1951 Holden FX Coupe Utility. I don't have this. I want this. Bought. I had a 1950s pickup truck, but it wasn't this. This is a different one. That's sweet. Something after car parking. Nice. I didn't even know that was in the game. Good find. Not the Plymouth we're looking for, though. Can you give her my friend's Paris a shadow? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, here we go. This is what we need. Plymouth Barracuda 426 Hemi. Ha ha ha. $13,091 for this one. Let's grab that for sure. My car. Into the car park. It's so funny sometimes when you're coming out here looking for cars, how quickly you can find them. And then other times, how many times you have to hunt forever to get them to show up. This person, or this bot, is really annoying. Report. Killing me. 426 Hemi, yeah, I know, right? Okay, so let's go back to the shop. We have time to take out another car, maybe. We can take it out to the drag strip and see how it goes. Even though items to buy, yes. There's a pic of an FRS on your server. On my server? All right. This could be talking about as a hood shaker. It's directly put on the engine, and it goes through a hole. Yep. Shake the engine. Nice. Sweet. Sweet. I'm sure everyone's probably reported that thing like 100 times. So crazy. Australia. You're from Canada also. Nice. Go Canadians. Turkins from Canada also. All right, let's go to the parking garage. I kind of want to, you know what? Let's take the, what floor was it on? Take the General Lee out. Take that out to the racetrack and see how that goes. Although the trouble with the General Lee is I don't have fat tires in the back, so we'll have to see how the traction goes. May not be as nice. Had a few mods I haven't found for a long time. Yeah, I mean, maybe it was a mod I grabbed that I just don't remember grabbing it. It's entirely possible. It took me a really long time. So this is the other 1950s truck. So it's got the open back on it, where the other one has like that cover. I guess it's like the utility cover or whatever. Because this one, is this the Holden also? No, this is the Smith 1500. So that other truck is maybe a mod I grabbed that I forgot I grabbed it. Because I just didn't find it. Ontario, one outside of Toronto. Nice. That's about roughly how far away I am also. Okay, let's get the General Lee out there. I think I have to send this into the shop. I have to send it into the garage before I can take it out, which is kind of a nuisance. So maybe we should grab another car while we're out here too. No, let's take this one out. I don't know if we have any performance parts in this one, but we'll see. Off to the garage again. Yeah, Southern Ontario, represent. So here when you started the stream, did I paint the car red? Yep, I did. I went with like a dark red though. I didn't go with like a bright red. Ooh, I should try the Porsche out too. Yeah, that would be a good one. You made it. What'd you miss? Pretty much the whole stream. We're gonna be done in a few minutes, but we finished building out. Actually, I already sent it to the shop, so I can't even show you. But we did find a Plymouth. We found the Roadrunner, so we took that one out. Now we're gonna take these out to the new racetrack and try them out. Just because I think it would be fun to try something a little different. Now the trouble with the speed track again is just that it's a straight line. I hit forward and that's it. I don't have to compensate or anything. Now it could be because I had nice fat tires on the back of that Roadrunner. That might have made a difference. This one doesn't have that. It used to be with this car, when I'd step on the gas, it would spin out. Oh yeah, I'm having no traction trouble at all. I wonder if it keeps track of like these top speeds and stuff. It looks like it's hardly even driving. All right, this is too easy. Hold on. There we go. Aw, there's a false barrier there. You can't keep it from. You can't make it go over the track. I'm disappointed now. Oh, sorry, Evan. Yeah, I did end up painting the car red. Oh, there we go. Restart. I want to crash it a little better. What's the fastest car I have? It's probably the one I just finished, actually. The Roadrunner. If I had to guess. Well, here's the thing, Matthew. People drive really stupid everywhere, pretty much. Just ride it right down the middle of the road. There we go. Oh, this thing crashes weird. Oh, there goes our paint job. Oh, nice. We made it. All right. Return to garage. Let's try the other car out. Straight lines aren't really all that entertaining to me. I don't know. It's not like the same kind of power of drag racing here. You live in the Bahamas. Oh, I wish I lived in the Bahamas. Except I wonder what your internet's like. I couldn't go without good internet now. That's right, Kit the cat. I did crash on purpose. That was a Caitlin special. Recently found a 1979 Charger in real life? That's cool. Alright, let's take this one out. We'll do the same thing. Actually, I don't even go to the car. Silly me. Speed track, one more round. Let's see how this one crashes. It's a straight line and I still crash. That's exactly right. I did that on purpose, though. Just adding a little extra interest. Look at that. This thing it didn't even smoke the tires burning this one out. Oh, the acceleration on this one's really slow compared to those other two cars. What am I going to do on the stream for this game? Probably next week. I kind of was on a pattern of doing them on Wednesdays. I might continue to do that. Man, this car has super slow acceleration compared to the last two we did. Boom! Ah, there we go. That's more satisfying. That was a good crash. All right, I'm done smashing cars for now, particularly since they don't take any damage and they've got a fake barrier here that doesn't let me fly off the track. I'm kind of disappointed. I wanted to see it fly off into the woods. Oh yeah, this was the car, Jack, that we made a point of picking the worst possible paint job we could find for it. I was like, as long as we're going to paint this thing up, let's make it the ugliest thing we can find. And we did. This is it. It's pretty piss ugly. Yeah, not even a scratch. I wish you could damage them, because then you could kind of take it back to the shop and rebuild it or something, or like do something really interesting with the crashes, kind of like Beam NG. That would be really sweet. Nevertheless, it doesn't have that kind of physics in it, so what can you do? All right, I'm going to call it a wrap for tonight. Thanks everyone for coming out to the stream, though. I appreciate that. We'll probably do some more Car Mechanic Simulator next week. I want to do that cheapest car challenge. That sounds like fun. There's not going to be stream tomorrow night, so probably the next stream I'll do will be on Tuesday night for Oxygen Not Included. I stream pretty much every time it's like 10 p.m. Eastern, because that's when I'm available. And then I haven't really figured out what else I'm doing next week just yet, but I'll probably do Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 on Wednesday. But thank you so much, everyone, for coming out to the stream, and thanks for chatting with me. I like this game, as I said before, because I can chat with you. If you don't currently subscribe to the channel, click on that subscribe button so you get hit the little bell so you get notifications. But thanks so much again, everyone, for coming out. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.